Many people talk about Sigma males as if they are mysterious heroes or lonely legends. Social media has turned the idea into a trend, full of dramatic music and exaggerated lines. But behind all that noise, there is a bitter truth that very few people are willing to talk about honestly. The truth is that many so-called Sigma males have few friends or no friends at all, not because they are superior to everyone, but because their mindset, experiences, and environment slowly push them into isolation. This is not always a choice. Sometimes it is a consequence. Sometimes it is protection, and sometimes it is a silent warning that society refuses to understand. A Sigma male is often described as someone who walks alone, who does not follow crowds, who does not seek approval. That part is not completely false. But what people fail to see is the cost of that independence. Independence sounds powerful, but it can be extremely lonely. Many Sigma-type individuals learned very early in life that trusting people comes with pain. They may have been betrayed by friends, misunderstood by family, or judged unfairly by authority figures. Over time, the mind adapts. The heart closes doors. Silence becomes safer than conversation. Distance becomes easier than disappointment. One major reason Sigma males have few friends is that they see through social games. They notice fake smiles, hidden intentions, and selfish motives. While others are busy maintaining social circles for status or benefit, the Sigma mind asks a simple question: what is real here? When the answer feels empty, they step back. This does not make them arrogant. It makes them cautious. They would rather be alone than surrounded by people who only show up when they need something. Another harsh truth is that Sigma males often do not fit into systems designed for obedience. Society rewards those who follow rules without questioning them. Many Sigma personalities question everything. They question authority, traditions, and unspoken rules. This creates friction. In workplaces, schools, and even law enforcement interactions, such individuals are often labeled as difficult, arrogant, or suspicious. Not because they did something wrong, but because they do not behave like the majority expects them to. This is an important lesson for police and authority figures. A quiet person is not always dangerous. A person who avoids crowds is not always hiding something. A man who does not speak much is not automatically guilty or hostile. Many Sigma-type individuals value privacy deeply. They do not explain themselves unless necessary. When misunderstood by authority, this silence is often mistaken for defiance. This misunderstanding has destroyed lives. It has escalated simple situations into unnecessary conflicts. Sigma males also tend to be emotionally self-reliant. They learn to process pain alone because no one was there when they needed support. Over time, they stop expecting help. They stop sharing their struggles. Friends usually form through emotional exchange, shared vulnerability, and mutual dependence. When someone does not open up, connections remain shallow. People may feel that Sigma individuals are distant or cold, while in reality they are simply guarded. Another reality is that Sigma males are often selective to an extreme level. They do not want many friends. They want one or two people who are honest, loyal, and real. When they do not find such people, they choose solitude. Society tells us that having many friends equals success, but that belief is shallow. Some minds operate better in silence. Some people grow stronger alone. But strength does not erase loneliness. It only hides it well. There is also a darker side that people romanticize but never discuss responsibly. Prolonged isolation changes the mind. When a person is constantly misunderstood, ignored, or judged, frustration builds quietly. This is not a threat. It is a psychological fact. A society that repeatedly pushes individuals to the margins should not be surprised when trust disappears. This is another lesson for people in power. Ignoring silent individuals does not make them disappear. It only deepens the gap between the individual and society. Many Sigma males are highly observant. They notice injustice, hypocrisy, and double standards. When they speak about it, they are often ignored. When they remain silent, they are called strange. Either way, they lose. Over time, they stop trying. They disengage. This disengagement is often mistaken for arrogance or superiority. In reality, it is exhaustion. Friendship for Sigma males is not about constant communication. It is about respect. It is about understanding silence. Most people are uncomfortable with silence. They want validation, reactions, and attention. Sigma personalities do not provide that easily. As a result, people drift away. Not because the Sigma male pushed them away intentionally, but because modern friendships are often built on noise, not depth. There is also an uncomfortable truth that needs to be said clearly. Some Sigma males are alone because they struggle with social skills. Independence does not automatically mean emotional intelligence. Trauma, neglect, or repeated rejection can stunt social development. Instead of addressing this, society either mocks them or turns them into internet myths. Neither helps. Real growth comes from honest understanding, not glorification or ridicule. For police and authorities, this speech carries a serious message. Do not judge behavior without context. Do not confuse calmness with guilt. Do not interpret silence as aggression. Many conflicts can be avoided if authority figures learn to read behavior beyond stereotypes. A man standing alone is not always planning something. Sometimes he is simply surviving in a world that never made space for him. For the general public, the lesson is just as important. Stop forcing everyone to fit into the same social mold. Not everyone needs crowds. Not everyone thrives in noise. Respect boundaries. Respect silence. And understand that loneliness is not always a choice. Sometimes it is the result of being too honest in a dishonest world. The bitter truth is that Sigma males often live between two worlds. Too independent to belong. Too human to be machines. They are not heroes. They are not villains. They are people shaped by experience. Some become disciplined, focused, and strong. Others become bitter, detached, and emotionally numb. Which path they take often depends on whether society offers understanding or constant judgment. In the end, having few or no friends does not define a person's worth. But ignoring the reasons behind that isolation is a mistake society keeps repeating. When we fail to understand quiet individuals, we create distance. When we criminalize difference, we create resentment. When we romanticize loneliness instead of addressing its causes, we create myths instead of solutions. This speech is not meant to praise Sigma males, nor to criticize them. It is meant to tell the truth. Silence has a story. Loneliness has reasons. And every individual, no matter how quiet or independent, is still human. Understanding that simple truth can prevent conflict, build better judgment, and create a society that is not afraid of those who choose to walk alone.